We're back now with our series, Life Lessons. And this morning, we want to talk about the power of awe.
I love this. It's a feeling that can be hard to put into words, but has a profound impact on our well-being.
Psychotherapist and author Niro Feliciano is here to help us recognize the everyday wonder in our lives. Good morning, Niro.
Good morning.
Joe was just saying, awe is a feeling that can be so difficult to describe because there's no feeling quite like it. How do you define it?
Yeah, well, actually, Jill and I talked about this before, and she said it's the magic in the moment, which I thought was beautiful. But the feelings we get when we get goosebumps or we get the chills. And the amazing thing is, research says we can incorporate it into our everyday life. And when we do, we live happier and we live actually physically healthier.
You know, it's interesting because you talk about it gives you a feeling of being part of something bigger, wonder and mystery. And we all think, oh, it's these moments. It's almost like, oh, you only see, it's like seeing a rainbow. But in fact, it should be something that's more than just fleeting.
It is. And once you realize where you can find awe, you can see it is all around us all the time. We just have to pay attention to it. But what the research talks about are the health benefits. And I have to say, the person who gave us all this awesome information is researcher Dacher Keltner out of UC Berkeley. And what he found is when we find these moments, our inflammation in our body lowers. So less incidence of chronic illness, talking about anxiety, depression, heart disease, autoimmune. But as a therapist, what I found was fascinating about awe, and you might relate to this, and part of this is the bigger than yourselves, it quietens the part of our brain that deals with ego, the part that is focused on ourselves, the part that's overactive when we're anxious, depressed, or self-critical. Now, we have a lot of treatments that can't do that, but that is the feeling of being connected to something that's bigger than ourselves.
What I love about this is the takeaway that people can take, because you normally think, like these big moments. And Al was saying when he drives into the city and he sees the skyline. When I walk through the turnstiles here at the Today Show, I'm like, I can't believe I'm still on TV. It's finding those moments that aren't grand.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. I mean, one of the easiest places is nature. And you just talked about it when you said you were in Alaska and you're standing there, something vast. Nature never gets old. Why does the sunset never get old?
Never.
You know? My sister sent me a meme that was like, your life over 40 is boring. And the person is saying, but did you see the cardinal that just came past my window? That's me all day long. You have to look for it. But we can find it in nature. You can take an awe walk, experience the world as if you're seeing it for the first time. There are other areas, too. Music, when we get the chills, when we hear someone sing, or spirituality. People start their day with prayer, meditation, contemplation, feeling connected to something bigger than themselves. And this one is important, hearing the stories of other people about their courage, their strength, their kindness. I've been looking for these stories after this weekend, and it helps to awaken something in us, inspire us even during sadness. And then this is an interesting one, collective synchronized movement. Why do we watch the same TikTok dances that people do over and over again? Because it brings some joy in us. And this is true for even watching good basketball.
Old movies.
Old movies, good basketball. When I heard this, I told my husband, you could watch as many of those long playoff games as you want, because that actually makes us healthier.
Wow, that's
Because it's familiarity. It's
that's why people like binging the same shows.
That's right. That's right.
Niro, thank you so much.
I love these takeaways so much. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.